Justin Fields had 100 yards, and that's tough. I think obviously the 49ers did a poor job of containing him. I think in previous games they've done well with, containing, Carson Wentz on the ground for the most part. Kyler Murray, they did a great job. Russell Wilson, outside of that one scamper for a touchdown when Kinlaw was chasing him, they did a terrific job outside that one play of containing Russell Wilson. But they did not contain Justin Fields well. And obviously he had that one play where he made everybody look stupid, right? He made everybody look stupid. And my initial reaction to that was everybody said Armstead should have made that tackle. Armstead should have made that tackle. And yes, Armstead could have made that tackle. But sometimes special players do special things. Just like Deebo Samuel, I'm sure there were guys that were in position to potentially tackle Deebo Samuel on his 83-yard gain off of a screen pass where he blew by guys. I'm pretty sure you can look and be like, oh, man, this guy. But guess what? Deebo is going to do things like that because Deebo is special. All right? Deebo is going to do certain things like that because he's special. Deebo catches the big ball for a post, right? The post big play. And he catches the ball, and it's like, oh, man, like the DB, if he just does this, he could have broke the ball up. And maybe, but Debo's going to come down with that sometime because he's just special. So I look at Justin Fields in that big play he made on that touchdown, and it's like, Justin Fields is special. He is a special talent. So we can say 49ers defense sucks. It sucks. It's trash. Even though the defense has been pretty good all year. They've been pretty good at containing running quarterbacks all year. Oh, Armstead, could have made that. Yeah, Armstead possibly could have made that tackle. But sometimes when a player is special, sometimes he just does special things. Even if, and I see someone say Armstead isn't special. I think Armstead's a pretty special athlete for the most part. But sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes a player is more special than you on that play, and that's what Justin Fields is. We can say this guy should have did this, and that guy could have did that, and oh my gosh, how'd they let him do this? I get it. Yes. You're looking at it from the 49ers perspective, yes. But sometimes when a guy is just a special athlete, sometimes he just does special things. And on that play, Justin Fields is the second or third most athletic quarterback in the league. And he's probably, I'd say Justin Fields is more athletic. Justin Fields is more athletic than anybody on that field yesterday, on the defense. Really, I think in the entire game. Maybe Mooney might have more athletic ability or whatever, but Justin Fields might be the most athletic player that was in that game yesterday. So the fact that at one point he made everybody look kind of stupid, like some things like that sometimes going to happen. Especially when you have a guy like that that's slippery, as athletic, explosive, and you have a Eric Armstead who, like I see somebody say, he's a 3-4 DN. No. Okay, so I don't agree with this. All right, let's talk about Eric Armstead for a second. Armstead's a 3-4 defensive end playing 4-3 DN or 3 tech. He will always be out of position with us. No, I don't agree. All right, and this is why I don't agree. Yes, I agree that in theory Armstead is a 3-4 defensive end, but he plays 4-3 defensive end and base for the 49ers, but then also slides inside, right? 3 tech, he's fine there. But sometimes he will be on the edge. I learned this, and I talked about it a little bit. I learned it listening to a PFF podcast, randomly listening to a podcast. And the guy said that defenses who want to play more too high, right, to kind of eliminate those deep crossers and things that Kyle Shanahan has implemented in his concept, teams are playing more too high. And when you play more too high, that takes a guy out the box, all right? So if you want to be a little bit more stout on the edge, you get bigger on the end. So when you see a team like the 49ers playing Eric Armstead at 4-3 end on early downs, it's because they want to be bigger on that end to contain the edge. So if you look at the first play of the game, right? I think it was the first play for the Chicago Bears, and it got blown up on that left side of the line. I'm not sure, but I'll almost guarantee if you look at it, we'll see if the 49ers were in it too high and if they had Armstead blow up that whole side. That's why Armstead plays 4-3 in to start off the drive. I got my guy Greg Pinelli joining us. Before I bring him on, I'm going to say one more thing. I want to touch on the defense. I thought obviously I didn't. I've been very positive about the game plan of DeMeco Ryans. All right, I think DeMeco Ryans game plans have been good in the sense of what he was trying to do. I thought this was the first time where I'm like, I don't necessarily care for the game plan. Now, again, I do think that some of this had to do with um, who they were going up against. And I think the 49ers possibly thought that they could just attack the Bears front with a with a with a 4-man pass rush. And because the offensive line had been kind of, hurt with, injuries or whatever it was, but I think they just thought, you know what, we could just dominate them up front. So we're just going to drop guys in the coverage. I think the 49ers pass rush wasn't getting there quite as much as they would like. And I think if you would ask him again, if you ask DeMeco Ryans again, he probably would want to apply more pressure. But I don't think that was a game plan. And clearly it didn't work out. I don't think he got the pass rush he thought.